Alright, let's get one thing straight. Giant monster movies are awesome. Godzilla, Gamera, Ultraman, it's all good shit. This crazy movie genre has been around for decades and has reached millions with its wacky monster action. During those decades, giant monster movies, aka Kaiju films, were sort of just a Japanese thing that had gained cult status in the West. To paraphrase, many of these movies were only made in Japan, and the main methods to see these movies was to either find one of these bad boys propped up at a rental store, or if you surfed through channels and came across something like this. Either way, you knew you were in for a rip-roaring good time. Up until recently, however, kaiju movies have seen a revival in Western audiences, and a decently successful one at that. With the release of Pacific Rim and Godzilla in 2013 and 2014 respectively, the 2010s have become a resurgence for kaiju flicks. Movies featuring giant monsters are popping up left and right with plenty more along the way. As a giant monster fan, I am pumped for the years to come, but I still can't help myself to ask why. How did this start? Monster flicks have been around since, well, forever. Just about as long as many of our beloved superheroes, honestly. So why now? Well, I believe we can owe it all to one movie that came out in the late 2000s. You guys know what I'm talking about. But wait, Transformers aren't giant monsters, they're alien robots. And Transformers aren't even giant, they're medium-sized at best. So what did Transformers bring to the table? I mean, even before it was ripped to shreds by releasing 4 more movies in a span of 10 years, Transformers was known as a semi-average good popcorn flick at best. So besides Megan Fox's thumbs, what was it about Transformers that got people talking? Well, it wasn't the movie at all, actually. In fact, it was a trailer before the movie. When I first saw Transformers at the age of 14, I was preparing myself for medium-sized robots kicking the hell out of each other, and for Megan Fox to be Megan Fox. But before the movie's opening credits rolled, the trailer featuring a weird found footage gimmick with a party was shown. And nothing would prepare me for what I was about to see.
What was that noise?
It sounded like an animal.
Yeah, just relax. Everything.
Phone calls are pouring into the New York One newsroom as a thunderous, roaring sound.
You see something from the roof?
Looks like you should have left town a little bit earlier.
What is it? Is it coming this way?
I saw it! It's alive! It's huge! No! Did anybody see Jason?
What the hell was that? I had almost pooped in my seat. What the hell was that? It didn't show a title, it only showed the date it was being released. What did I just see after I had seen stupid fighting robots and those disgusting thumbs? My mind went straight back to the trailer as I left the theater. I couldn't get over it. Once I got home, I immediately went to the house computer to do research. I needed answers, and I hoped I wasn't the only one looking for them. Needless to say, I was far from being the only one.
I mean, what could it be? What on earth could that giant thing that blows up buildings and throws the head of the Statue of Liberty everywhere be? Is it a demon? Is it a machine? Is it Donkey Kong? My money's on Donkey Kong.
People went nuts. To put things in perspective, kaiju flicks had been released on a yearly basis until about 2005, and the last giant monster movie that prioritized Western audiences was Ferris Bueller's Day Off at Jurassic Park. There was a giant monster movie drought and kaiju fans were dying for a flick, so this mystery movie was a big deal. You're goddamn right we went nuts. And we knew merely 2 things. It's gotta be a giant monster, and it definitely wasn't the G-Man. So who could it be? Theories were popping up everywhere speculating just what kind of creature this would be. People were tracing posters, drawing maps. Hell, no thanks to these theories, I still wonder what this movie would have been like if it featured a giant lion.
I saw it! It's alive! It's huge!
I remember when it was revealed the movie was officially called Cloverfield. Everybody was like, okay, it sounds like a code name for something. More trailers and commercials popped up showing different scenes of the movie, but still no monster. The general consensus was that if giant monster fans wanted to see this new monster, we just have to go see it. So January 18th, 2008 finally rolled in, and I saw it opening night. Holy shit, was it glorious. Not only did it premiere with solid reviews, but it also didn't do too shabby at the box office given a January release date. Remember, this was before the Paranormal Activity days, before everyone and their grandmother figured out how easy it was to make found footage films. So the found footage genre went from this...
Tell me where you are, John!
to this. Cloverfield, a giant monster movie. A giant monster found footage movie. A giant monster found footage movie released in the middle of January was a hit. The monster was pretty damn awesome too. It was sweet to see other creatures featured in the flick as well. I remember seeing the monster's arms for the first time and thinking to myself, fuck, what's with those arms? Anyways, not everyone was happy though. One of the biggest issues with the film was the shaky cam, which I'll admit, it was a bit distracting at points, but apparently it made people vomit. Theaters even put up signs warning people about this movie and how it can make you sick. It was so damn cool. I think I saw it 3 times. For once it felt good to be a giant monster fan, and fast forward 10 years, us Kaiju fans are fucking swimming in Kaiju films. So where am I going with this? Well, it's been 10 years since the movie came out, and I believe Cloverfield was a test. It tested if a general Western audience could get along with a giant monster movie. And they did! I don't think it's a coincidence that movies like Pacific Rim and Godzilla got the green light after Cloverfield's release. Sure, Marvel proved that a cheesy action-packed universe could work, but Cloverfield was the proof needed to make movies like Godzilla, Kong, Pacific Rim, and everything in between happen. So to end this short video, I'd like to say thanks to Cloverfield. Thank you for letting Western audience know how awesome it is to watch giant monsters wreck shit. Happy 10-year birthday.
Nonsense, so my conscience feels responses feel right. At least subconscious realm and onto real life when the norm is repressed and enormous.
And thanks for watching, everybody. This is kind of weird. I'm a little too lazy to move the mic, so I'm just squatting down into the camera. Thanks for watching. Goji Boy's finally done with hiatus. I'm going to be working on season 2 at this moment. I'm going to be working on the script tomorrow. I'm going to be making 8 episodes. They're all going to be released, I'd say end of May. They're going to be released through August. I'll see you guys then.
Trust me, make the choice, decide to let the noise subside thusly. Just rejoice to rise, and if your boys to ride, then just keep